Welcome to another morning motivation with Marcus, and it is Monday. Yeah, it's Monday, the last week in July. I tell you, time is moving right along. And speaking of moving, today we're going to talk about move anyway. Yeah, we got to move anyway. You know, I got to ask this question: what's keeping you stuck? What's keeping you stuck where you are? You know, for some people, it's fear. For some people, it's doubt. For others, it's disappointment. And for others, it's just yesterday. What happened yesterday? What happened in my past? You can't move into the future if you're constantly living in the past. Yeah, you can't move into your future if you're constantly living in your past. Exodus 14 and 15 says, "Then the Lord said to Moses, 'Why are you crying out to me? Tell the people to get moving.'" You know, imagine a scene where they're at the Red Sea, and I just preached about this yesterday. They're at the Red Sea. Pharaoh army is behind them. Water, the ocean is in front of them. The Red Sea is in front of them. There's nowhere for them to go, and God says to move. And he told them to move before Moses even parted the Red Sea. Yeah, before they even parted the Red Sea. Exodus 14. And so they're like, where do you want us to move? And so one of the hardest lessons that I've learned is that moving forward doesn't mean all your questions have to be answered. Yeah, you don't have to have the full plan. All your questions don't have to be answered. You just have to be willing to take one step. You know, when I was rebuilding my life, and I talk about this, I didn't see the full story. I didn't see the book completed. I didn't see me speaking on stages. I didn't see me preaching. All I could see was the next step. And sometimes the next step is just praying. Sometimes the next step is getting around in the right circle. Sometimes the next step is just doing what God asks you to do. And so in order for us to move forward, we don't have to see the entire picture. We just have to see what the next step is. And so God often calls us to move forward before he removes obstacles. The Red Sea didn't part while Israel stood still. They had to trust God enough to obey his direction. So don't let uncertainty become an excuse for inactivity. Let me say that again. Don't let uncertainty become an excuse for inactivity. So ask yourself, what's one step God has been asking me to take that I've been delaying? Yeah, what's one step that God has been asking me to take that I've been delaying? And so make the call, start the project, offer the forgiveness, submit the application, take the step. You don't have to see the whole path to take the next step. All right. Hey, that's my time for today. Hey, don't forget to share, subscribe, and like Marcus J. Scott 4040. Marcus J. Scott 4040. And until next time, always have a heart of gratitude and the strength to keep moving forward. God bless you.